Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday, June 22nd. Really busy day today. Got up really early, took care of a couple of things, took a shower, did a cameo shout out, getting this together, getting ready to, as soon as I'm done, feed the dogs, have a couple of appointments to do. Then the live stream is this afternoon at 3 p.m. I'll hook up with Aaron at 2:30 and get it all set up and get the info out to you all. And then after that, I've got an interview about 6 o'clock, I think. And these days just get packed. It's just crazy, and trying to sort out gear for touring. Because it's all the touring is such budget now that I'm not hauling my big giant trunk with all my gear in it, so I'll just bring a bass with me, and we're going to get backline together, and so I'm hooking up with Euphonic Audio and Larry Ullman to see what I can getting back east. You know, all this stuff. Just boy, it really just piles up really fast, and there's a thing going on in the area where they're collecting for homeless. And I'm going to go through all of my clothes and get rid of a ton of stuff. I'm going to do that over the next couple of days. I have to have that together by Friday. But, you know, it's just stuff you end up accumulating over a period of time. But don't need it. Other people do need it. I mean, for me, a couple of pairs of jeans and a couple of black T-shirts, and I'm good to go. So we'll see how all that plays out. It's really been fun doing the immediate family and Judith, combining those two, because it's such a dichotomy. Yet when we did Judith's first album, Russ and Waddy were on it, and the tour that we did to support that was the three of us, along with Pedro Segundo. So it's interesting how all these things do connect in different ways. But today I thought I would go back and visit one of my favorite writers and artists that I've worked with, and so unique and so special. And there's really not much I can say. I've did a lot of work with him. He sadly is no longer with us, but his legacy is pretty astounding, and that's Warren Zevon. And I also wanted to pull out this book. My friend George Gruhl did this book. I just try to get the reflection of Lawyers, Guns, and Photos. And it's just all kinds of really great stuff. I mean, there's Warren up there. Lots and lots of, oh God, he's even got one of the ones where I would stick my face in the Xerox machine. But just great pictures of everybody that was ever associated with Warren. George has done an amazing job of documenting Warren's time in the studio and on the road. I mean, look at Lindley. And there's Rick Marotta in here with Warren. There I am in the studio with there's Cooch. So this is, if you get a chance, check this book out. This is really great. This is a really wonderful document to Warren. Trying to see, it's a company called Big Gorilla Books. Trying to see if there's any. Well, just look it up. You can look it up. Lawyers, Guns, and Photos. Well worth having. Now, on these songs that I'm going to play some more. I just want to play some stuff today, and that's it. There's anybody who knows about Warren knows about Warren, and if you don't know about Warren, just Google him up, because he was one amazing character. And it's funny, Waddy and Warren hooked up in the late 60s. They were both in the Everly Brothers band, so that's an auspicious beginning to things. But I just want to play some songs here. Now the credits have been weird. I've been looking them up, and like there's one song that listed Rick Marotta as the drummer on it, but then on another site it listed Mike Botts as the drummer on it. So I can't vouch, for all of these credits. I'm going to look at my copious note folder here that I just put together. Now on this one, this is a song called "Play It All Night Long," and it's myself, and according to everything here, it's myself and Rick Marotta, David Lindley on steel, Warren playing synth, and Jackson Brown is the background vocalist. So let's just listen to some Warren, because I just need some Warren today. It'll set me up really nice for the live stream this afternoon. So here we go. I love the opening line of this song.
Grandpa pissed his pants again. He don't give a damn.
Wow.
Brother Billy has both guns drawn. He ain't been right since Vietnam. Sweet home Alabama, play that dead man song. Turn those speakers up full blast. Play it all night long. We'll get through somehow. Sweet home Alabama, play that dead man song. Turn those speakers up full blast. Play it all night long. I'm going down to the Dewdrop Inn. See if I can drink enough. There ain't much to country living. Sweat, piss, jizz, and blood. Sweet home Alabama, play that dead man song. Turn those speakers up full blast. Play it all night long. Sweet home Alabama, play that dead man song. Turn those speakers up full blast. Play it all night long. Yeah!
There's nobody like Lindley. God, I've known David since he was in a band called Kaleidoscope. Was the first time I heard David Lindley, and that was back in 1968. And Kaleidoscope was opening for the Mothers of Invention, and I think it was a 3-billing evening. I think it was Kaleidoscope, then Tim Buckley, and then the Mothers of Invention. And it was at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium, just a few blocks from where I live. So another tight little circle here. And that's Frankenstein on all these tracks. That's the base of choice during this whole period. It's hard. God, getting these credits right is hard. On certain songs like this one lists Greg Ladani, the wonderful, wonderful Greg Ladani, who's no longer with us, as producer engineer on this track, and it lists Rick Marotta as drummer. But according to one other one that I looked at, it lists Jeff Porcaro as the drummer. So I just don't have time to like go through a whole bunch of things and try to dig super deep into this one. But on this one, it's also, and it lists David Landau playing guitar, and Waddy, of course, playing guitar, and Warren playing synth, and the background vocalist on this with Warren is Don Henley. But I'm keep looking at David Landau, and I'm trying to remember who David Landau. I mean, I've worked with Mike Landau a billion times. He's one of the greatest guitar players ever. So I'm finding a bunch of confusion with credits. So Rick Converse, the ball is in your court, because you are like my go-to guy for getting shit right. So let's see what happens. But this song is called The Envoy. And here we go.
Attacking the Iraqis, the Syrians are mad at the Lebanese, and Baghdad does whatever she please. Looks like another threat to world peace for the Envoy. Things got hot in El Salvador. CIA got caught, he couldn't do no more. He's got diplomatic immunity. He's got a lethal weapon that nobody sees. Looks like another threat to world peace for the Envoy. Send the Envoy. Send the Envoy. Whenever there's a crisis, the president sends his envoy in. Guns in Damascus, oh, Jerusalem. Attacking the Iraqis, the Syrians are mad at the Lebanese, and Baghdad do whatever she please. Looks like another threat to world peace for the Envoy. Send the Envoy. Send the Envoy. Send the Envoy. Send for me. Yeah. Send for me. Send for me.
I don't know another lyricist that comes up with songs and concepts like Warren did. He was just, it's like some people say, oh man, they broke the mold with that guy. Hell no, they didn't break the mold. Warren was freehand. There was no other like it. There was no mold for this guy. We had such a great time when we'd be in the studio. It was just an energy in there. And as soon as he'd play down a song, you'd go, oh, Jesus, check this out. Amazing cat, just an amazing guy. Let's see what we got here. I'll do just two more for you, and then I'm going to get running. I got so much to do here, but I just wanted to see my old friend here. This is a song called Ain't That Pretty at All. And once again, who knows? I've got discrepancies from different places. One says Rick Marotta was the drummer, another says Michael Botts was the drummer on this. Cooch is on this. And then it lists David Landau again, who I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Mike Landau, if there was a David Landau. I don't know. Leroy Marinell, is playing acoustic guitar on this, and he and Warren wrote this song. Steve Foreman is playing percussion, and the background vocals on this are J.D. Souther and Waddy, and the synth is Warren and vocals. So here's Ain't That Pretty at All. Yeah.
Oh, how'd you like it? Well, it ain't that pretty at all. No, it ain't that pretty at all. So I'm gonna hurl myself against the wall. 'Cause I'd rather feel bad than not feel anything at all. Get a good running start and throw myself at the wall as hard as I can, man. I've been to Paris, and it ain't that pretty at all. I've been to Rome. Guess what? I'd like to go back to Paris someday and go to the Louvre Museum. Get a good running start and hurl myself at the wall. Gonna hurl myself against the wall. 'Cause I'd rather feel bad than feel nothing at all. It ain't that pretty at all. And it ain't that pretty at all. And it ain't that pretty at all. No, it ain't that pretty at all. No, it ain't that pretty at all. It ain't that pretty at all.
Nobody like him. Just ain't that pretty at all. Gotta love Warren. Sure miss him. Yeah, Warren and Waddy were deeply connected for many, many years and co-wrote Werewolves of London together. And we do some of Warren's music in our set that they wrote together. And man, there was just nobody like him. One more here. This one's called "Accidentally Like a Martyr," and let me see what how screwed up this one is with things. Yeah, this isn't even showing things. The one I found has myself and Russ Kunkel and Waddy Wachtel, and backgrounds are a little boys choir that who knows who's in that, and Carla Bonoff. So this was such a tight community. I mean, whenever I see these names coming up like J.D. Souther and Don Henley and Carla Bonoff and Jackson and everybody was involved in everybody's albums, which was really great. There was none of this kind of pettiness. Ooh, this is my thing. Everybody would just show up at dates. They'd hear you were working at Sound Factory or the record plant or Record One. And next thing you know, you look in the control room, some of your friends are in there, and they say, hey, you want to come in and sing background vocals on this? You want to throw a guitar solo on and take a shot at it? I mean, it was this amazing, amazing community of just giving. And that's one of the things that you just don't see anymore. At least I don't see it. Most sessions are pretty confined and defined. And you're in and out quick. There's none of this hang. Maybe some band projects that go on where a band, books out a studio like Conway or something for a month. It doesn't happen often because of budgets, but they might have that. But very little of the work I do has that luxury on it. We're usually, slam bam, thank you, ma'am, out the door, get it done. So let me do one more song here. This is Accidentally Like a Martyr. And this is Warren Zevon, and this is sort of a collection because this is these songs are all from different albums that ended up on a best of. But I guess if you go back and dig deeply into each individual album, there might be more comprehensive credits on them. But this one just didn't. I'm sure all these people were on it, but there may have been others that aren't getting acknowledged. But we pretty much did pretty stripped down dates. These are not massive production pieces. You got Warren doing all his synth parts, which kind of fill it up, and then having somebody like Lindley play. I'm going to look up David Landau too and see if I'm just spaced out on that. But Landau's not that common a name, and Mike Landau is like the go-to. One of the go-to guitarists for this kind of music in town. And he's been with James Taylor now for years too, but he can do anything. So I'm gonna dig a little deeper, but let's listen to Accidentally Like a Martyr, and then I'm gonna let you move on with your day, and I'm gonna go out and take care of mine. So here we go.
The sun refused to shine. Never thought I'd have to pay so dearly for what was already mine. For such a long, long time, we made mad love, shadow love, random love, and abandoned love. Accidentally, like a martyr. The hurt gets worse and the heart gets harder. We made mad love, shallow love, random love, abandoned love. Accidentally, like a martyr. The hurt gets worse and the heart gets harder. your side. Never thought I'd ever be so lonely after such a long, long time. Time out of mind. We made mad love, shallow love, random love, and abandoned love. Accidentally, like a martyr. The hurt gets worse and the heart gets harder. We made mad love, shallow love, random love, and abandoned love. Accidentally, like a martyr. The hurt gets worse and the heart gets harder. Yeah, he was something special. Here's a great shot in here of Warren and Waddy together. This is really a great book. If you're at all a Zevon fan, I heartily recommend checking this out. There's so many Joe Walsh and Rick Marotta in here. I don't know who that guy below them is. Kind of like light, dark, light, dark. So, Lawyers, Guns, and Photos, George Gruel. Okay, I am going to get going. I got lots to do. For all of you that are Clubhouse members, I will see you who are going to be able to make it today. I'm hoping Sean will be able to join us, but I'm not sure, what his situation is, if he's been released or anything like that. But my heart's with him, and I'm sending my heartfelt healing energies to my dear friend Sean Vidal. But for those who are members that can make it, I'll see you at 3:00 today or a little before. And then again, this Saturday is the one-on-one Skype FaceTimes. So a bunch of people are signed up already for that, but I look forward to that. And I think it's tomorrow. I can't remember if it's tomorrow or Thursday. I'm doing a Zoom interview with the greatest bass player, Ron Carter. He's got a thing that he's doing now, and he asked me if I would be on it. So I'm really excited about that, because Ron's one of the giants of the bass industry community. And it was really great when I did Billy Cobham's Spectrum album. Two of the tracks are big band with Ron Carter on it. So one of my favorite albums I've ever done. I got to do with one of the greatest bass players. And then every once in a while I get sent something pretty cool. This is pretty great. Here's a external drive. This has over 12,000 photographs. I have redundancy of this, but this is over 12,000 photographs, of half of which I used in my book. And I was sent a nice little carrying case for this to be carried with. So safekeeping here. Take good care. Have a great day. Again, shout out to all of you frontliners. Things are getting a little bit scary with this new variant that's hitting. They're hearing doctors talking, and they're getting really quite nervous about this one for people that aren't vaccinated, because this one is really badass, apparently. And a virus is a living organism that has a survival instinct, so it's going to keep mutating. And
we've got to stay on top of this, but the people who are really putting themselves in harm's way every day to try to keep control of things and give us the life that we're trying to have, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Every day you are truly heroic, and without you we would be up, seriously up, as the proverbial term shit creek goes. So thank you. Take good care. I'll see some of you this afternoon. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow morning. So all my best to everybody out there, and take care. Bye-bye.